Today is Wednesday, November 6th. This is Noreen Johnson, and here are the good news headlines of the day. Former President Donald Trump won the 2024 election, completing what is likely the biggest political comeback in American history. Despite suggestions that the race would be incredibly close, Trump took off with an early lead, quickly winning majorities in the key swing states of Georgia and North Carolina, and showed early dominance in Pennsylvania. When the race was called just past 1 a.m. on the East Coast, Trump had won 3 of 7 swing states, putting him at the 270 Electoral College votes. Campaign officials and advisors celebrated Trump's victory late into the night on Tuesday and early Wednesday in West Palm Beach, Florida, at an election night party for the former and future president. Trump, who also won the 2016 presidential election, will return to the White House after a 4-year absence, after Vice President Harris and President Joe Biden won in 2020. Harris refused to concede Tuesday night, sending her campaign co-chair to the dwindling crowd at Howard University in Washington, D.C., to announce that the vice president would not be speaking. President Trump's campaign platform's final promise is to unite our country by bringing it to new and record levels of success. Projected President-elect Donald Trump said God spared his life for a reason during his victory speech at Trump headquarters early Wednesday morning. Let's take a look at what he said.
Many people have told me that God spared my life for a reason. And that reason was to save our country and to restore America to greatness. And now we are going to fulfill that mission together. We're going to fulfill that mission. The task before us will not be easy, but I will bring every ounce of energy, spirit, and fight that I have in my soul to the job that you've entrusted to me. This is a great job. There's no job like this. This is the most important job in the world. Just as I did in my first term, we had a great first term, a great first term. I will govern by a simple motto: promises made, promises kept. We're going to keep our promises.
And then this, abortion on the ballot has been seen as a sticking point for Republicans since the overturning of Roe versus Wade, but a major amendment in Florida failed over voters voting no on the progressive legislation. The measure needed a 60% supermajority to pass, the highest threshold in the country. It failed after 43% voted no and 57% voted yes. Florida's abortion ban has been a contentious topic in the once swing state, with proponents of the amendment arguing that the Sunshine State's current 6-week abortion ban is too restrictive after it was implemented in May. The amendment's language states, "No law shall prohibit, penalize, delay, or restrict abortion before viability or when necessary to protect the patient's health as determined by the patient's healthcare provider." And then this, reactions are pouring in on social media after Republican Bernie Moreno ended Ohio Senator Sherrod Brown's nearly 20-year tenure in the United States Senate, and Republicans moved toward a majority in the Senate. Shortly after Moreno was projected as the winner, the Fox News Decision Desk projected that Republicans will flip the Senate and control the chamber in the next term. Senator Tim Scott of Ohio, Secretary of State Frank LaRose, Vivek Ramaswamy, and others praised Moreno's win. Brown was facing an uphill battle running as a Democrat in a state that Trump won by 8 points in 2020, and Trump was leading in Ohio Tuesday night around midnight Eastern Standard Time by 11 points. And then today we celebrate the feast day of St. Leonard of Knobloch. St. Leonard is widely known as the patron saint of prisoners, captives, and women in labor. His life of compassion and intercession for those in distress earned him this role as a protector and helper. After his death around the year 559, many churches were dedicated to him across Europe. Pilgrims traveled to his tomb, and one town in Bavaria recorded 4,000 favors granted through his intercession. St. Leonard, pray for us. And those are your daily good news headlines. This is Catholics for Catholics. May God bless you, and may God bless the USA.